Jacksonville Jaguars are slight favorites at home on Sunday, December 20th as they take on the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are coming off one of the worst losses in recent memory as they were destroyed by the Carolina Panthers 38-0, while the Jaguars are coming off one of their best wins in team history as they routed the Indianapolis Colts 51-16. Atlanta is 6-7 on the season and 2 games out of a playoff spot in the NFC, while Jacksonville is 5-8, but just a game behind the Colts and Texans in the AFC South. The Atlanta Falcons have 6 wins this season, but they have not won a game in more than 2 months. It looked like the hiring of Dan Quinn was a great move early on in the season, but it was so bad last week in the loss to Carolina that owner Arthur Blank actually had to give Quinn a vote of confidence. The Falcons have looked like one of the worst teams in the NFL in recent weeks. They are scoring just 21 points per game while allowing 23 points per contest. They are 2-5 against the spread on the road this season, with 5 of their road games going under, just 1 going over and 1 push. It sounds very odd to say this, but the Jaguars could actually win the AFC South. They are just a game behind the Colts and Texans, and they have a favorable schedule with winnable games the next 2 weeks against Atlanta and New Orleans, and then they finish at Houston. The Jaguars actually have a capable offense as they are scoring 25 points per game, which is 9th in the NFL, but their defense is awful as they are allowing over 27 points per game, which is next to last in the league. The Jaguars are 4-3 against the NFL point spread at home this season, with 5 of those 7 games going over the total. Taking a look at the numbers, the Jaguars have won 2 of the 3 previous meetings, with 4 of the 5 going under the total. The last time the teams met was in 2011, when the Falcons won by a score of 41-14. These teams have not played in Jacksonville since back in 2007, when it was the Jaguars winning 13-7 in a game that went under the total. It is really hard to have any faith in Atlanta, but we still don't know that the Jaguars are good enough to be laying points. So for our pick and prediction, we'll avoid a side and just take this game over the total of 49 points.